They harassed my daughters in public, spread disgusting lies about us in church, and tried to manipulate the entire community against us. But they made one massive mistake. They underestimated what a grieving mother can do when you mess with her kids. Welcome back to Truth Threads, the home of raw, real, and ruthless stories. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Because stories like this, they deserve to be heard. Now let's get into today's shocking tale of betrayal, harassment, and poetic justice. My ex-husband died in a tragic accident last year, but the real chaos began afterward. I'm a 46-year-old woman raising two daughters, 17 and 15, and ever since his death, my ex-in-laws have made our lives miserable. Not only did they support their son's affair while we were married, but after his death, they tried to gain custody of my daughters and even attempted to move into our home. My daughters were the ones who discovered their father's affair, and that betrayal cut deep. The two boys he fathered with the other woman were left orphaned too. But my daughters have no connection to them and are dealing with serious trauma, which they are working through in therapy. Despite that, my in-laws couldn't accept it and kept pushing. Things reached a breaking point at the weekend farmers market, which is usually a peaceful place. That day was special because it was my youngest daughter's birthday, and I gave her some money to treat herself. After an hour, she called me crying. She had been cornered by 6 older women who were strangers to her, but not to me. These women, all from my ex-in-law's church, were scolding her, accusing her of being unchristian for not spending time with her grandparents or acting like a big sister to her father's affair children. My daughter was terrified. I rushed to her side with my older daughter, and after making sure they were safe, I confronted those women. I recognized a few of them from our time at the church, and I let them have it. These women told me I was the real problem, that I was a terrible wife for not obeying my ex-in-laws. The shouting got so loud that we were all asked to leave the market. The women followed us to our car like vultures, still yelling. Later that night, I reached out to a friend from that church, someone I still trusted. He told me my ex-mother-in-law had posted a dramatic, completely false sob story on the church Facebook group. She painted us as villains who left her homeless and blamed us for everything, including losing custody of the orphaned boys. In her post, she twisted everything. She claimed the woman my ex cheated with was actually a surrogate because I couldn't have more kids. Then she accused me of rejecting the boys because they were male, which is not only absurd, it's disgusting. The real reason the boys aren't with us is because they're with other relatives, and my daughters have trauma tied to the affair. The crazy thing is, the church believed her. Or at least some of them did. She had managed to manipulate the more extreme members into thinking we were heartless, selfish, and sinful. But this church has one big rule. They hate cheating. And I had every bit of proof. Because the divorce wasn't finalized, I had access to everything. Photos of my ex with the other woman, his texts, even messages from his parents supporting the affair, and later bullying my daughters. I spent an entire day printing it all out on high-quality paper. Then I created personalized binders that look like hymn books. Inside the cover was a photo of my ex and his affair partner making out in our living room. Below it, I wrote their names and called it their love story. I dropped these binders at the church, slipping them in with the usual prayer packets before Sunday service. Then I waited. The fallout was immediate. The church's gossip mill exploded.
People were outraged, not just at my ex and his affair partner, but at my in-laws for harassing two grieving daughters. Ironically, they still blamed me for the divorce, but now they saw the pain and betrayal my daughters endured. I received apology letters and even invitations back to the church. My ex-in-laws, they were shunned. My ex-MIL made a pathetic Facebook post complaining about how no one cares for the elderly anymore and how she missed her son, who apparently would have cared for her, even though I was always the breadwinner. In the end, the truth didn't just come out, it was printed, bound, and delivered right to the heart of the place that tried to tear us down.
If this story made your jaw drop, you're not alone. Let us know in the comments what you would have done in her shoes. And if you believe in standing up for what's right, even when it's messy, hit that like button. Subscribe for more real stories that expose lies, betrayal, and the sweet satisfaction of truth. This is Truth Threats, where every story unravels something deeper. Until next time, stay strong, stay sharp, and never let anyone rewrite your story.